Child. Anyway, so
Hello, everyone. My name is Jaden, and yes, I am an Armani stan. Um, it's really curtains for y'all now that this album is out. We'll get more into that when I make y'all thank me later. Um, but trust and believe, dopamine is out and about and around, and you should be streaming it. So if you're not doing that, I don't really know what else you could be doing. Middle of work, don't understand. Middle of passing away, don't understand. Middle of seeing someone else pass away, still don't get it. There's music on there that calls for any kind of thing you're feeling. Though it's very sexual, so hopefully I'm gonna keep that thought. But I'm an Armani stan, and I feel that more people should be. She was on Terrell, right? I don't know if you saw.
I saw that they were saying Countdown Begins, but I did not watch the episode.
I just watched
Did you?
It. They did that episode and then like an after show.
And let me ask you this, and
I love the after show. I think you should keep
I
doing that.
implore you to be honest, and I really need you to be honest, Jaden. What's she singing?
She's not a vocalist. She was never a vocalist.
Okay.
But
thank you.
She has a nice voice, like a nice soft, raspier tone. That's still, she sang one thing. I forget what song it was, but I was like,
it was cute.
You might.
It's got some.
You might have to look for that.
Yeah. Okay. Is she funny? Well, I know she's like cutie. She's like a cute little girl. Like,
but she's also an introvert, and it's very. You could see that. I think it was more interesting for me as a fan looking for answers. Looking for answers of
what she provides.
roll out, and like why the music's taking so long. Why and she talks about all of that on the show, and in the after show, Terrell goes track by track, and they talk about like each song.
That's so cute. I think
that's cool. Yeah,
that's actually a great way to promote your album after it comes out. Nice, I guess, because Terrell, he does give the girls their listens.
He does.
I think it's kind of hard for those on the outside to like get involved when the stakes are so high and dramatic. You're like, if you're gonna die, put this track on and it'll send you to heaven. Girl, I can't. It's a lot.
Oh, I never said it was gonna change your location, but it may change where you are mentally. And
it changes the ride up or down.
Yeah, or down. No shade.
If Jaden has anything to do with it. My name is Amira. My name is Amira, and we talked about this before, but I am back in the same spot I was. My teeth are vibrating out of my head. And let me tell you why. I ate 2 Twizzlers today at work. That is such a cute thing. And I love that you're showing me after we hit record instead of the 50 minutes we spent.
I'm sorry. You're right.
Talking. It's hard sometimes recording with children. No, Jaden's not a child. I'm just speaking about experiences in general. Anyway, my teeth hurt. I'll never do it again until I get back to work on Monday. Because I do have to finish that bag. 2 Twizzlers.
I know Miss Miss shake a bag into a bucket of candy, sugar, and gelatin is not talking about a Twizzler. Wasn't you the one screaming about? Wasn't you the one screaming about dental? But you was growing up eating candied fruit salad and didn't know the half and hot fudge.
First of all, now you're lying. Hot fudge never happened. I think you're right. It doesn't make sense. I never had a consistent dentist, but I was consistently mixing up those candy salads. Even today.
Now look. Now your teeth are shattering and shaking because they're traumatized after the years of abuse chomping on nerds and Laffy Taffies. They can't take it no more.
First of all, real candy aficionados know you don't chomp nerds. You let them dissolve. If you're chewing on a nerd, you've got bigger fish to fry. You're chewing ice cream. You're chewing ice. You're doing a lot. But let me tell you something, Jaden, and I'm glad you brought this up. Because you have a black dentist, black woman dentist. That's why.
I did.
And she came through for your molars. I just want to say, I think it's crazy, ridiculous, predictable. I would say that after Jane and I talked about my past of making candy salad, suddenly
Now, it was weird. I'm not gonna lie. When I
that's
first saw it,
crazy.
it was literally like the week after we had that conversation. I said, I know you're not on the internet making these salads just after we talked about it. Just say y'all are fans of the show.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not offended that they stole my idea. I'm honored to see our reach so globally. Our show is so popular, so listened to, that whatever we say, people do it. So while we're at it, just go ahead and Venmo, Cash App, PayPal us, since you listen so hard.
Right, since you're so obedient.
I'm gonna be obedient to the order of show here. Let's move along. Oh wait, no, I'm not. Already
You're not
disobedient. What,
already
what
messed
where are
up. And
we?
we're on a show,
Girl, go back, go
child.
back, go back.
I bet
Child,
if
please.
we was in a bowl of candy, you wouldn't forget. We
I
were
would
on
not forget.
a sweet enough show called Child. Anyway, with Jaden and Amira.
I was hoping you would say child, please.
That was
Literally.
so funny. When she said it, I said, girl, do you know how long we've been doing this? And you just now bringing this up? Like, you could have
Girl,
called
what?
it years ago, and that would have been the name of the show.
Hello, where were you? Where were you in 2020?
Okay.
Basically, someone thought our show was called Child Please,
And
and
I
we're
thought she
pissed.
ate. Yeah.
Yeah, we're pissed at this point. Like, we're changing all of our logos, all of our merch. Bless you, King.
Thank you.
So yeah, we're on this show called Child Please. Well, some people like to call it Child Please. Most people
And
call
some
it
call it
Child
child
anyway.
anyway. It depends
Yeah.
on what you're feeling.
My sister has been calling it Child Please from then on.
Since then.
Yeah.
I love that. That's perfect.
Unfortunately. Yeah, and that's how you know you made it, when you've got nicknames.
And honestly, I feel like that's the next step. Like child anyway is the more passive you. Child please is the more aggressive. It's like you look at something and it's either you're between two roads. This is either
Yeah.
child anyway or child please. And it depends
Mm.
on
Uh-huh.
it depends on how you need to respond to whatever the
Right.
incident, the conversation, the message, the whatever happened. It's like child please or child anyway. Like it really,
Yeah.
you could pull or either one.
I thought that you were gonna say like the Child Please is like the try me. It's much like more. It has like the tone is giving like you really don't want this. Like
You really
Charlie
don't
was
want
like
it
child anyway. Like
anyway, and that's when you know you're gonna be somebody else.
child
I'm gonna use it for being
please.
somebody else. Child anyway, it's like I'm not even gonna waste my energy beating you up. First of all, versus child please, it's like you don't want me to beat you up. That's
Ooh.
what like I'm not even gonna waste my energy, child. Or like
Yeah.
child please. Like if you knew what I could do, you'd be
If
anyway
you
me.
knew the damage I could do, it's kind of, it sounds like it's the difference between like you got the right one and you got the wrong one, meaning the same thing. It's
Literally,
kind of meaning the different thing a little bit. You've definitely got the
it
right
definitely
one
is.
today.
You got the right one, or you got the wrong one.
You tried the wrong one today. Girl,
A child please.
child. Anyway. I think I'm personally more of an anyway girl myself. I'm not really interested in scrapping, but we did discuss on the show before about how like you can just sometimes pretend like you have something more to say, like about the, remember when it was like you really don't even want me to get started on you, meanwhile
Right.
nothing.
You have
and
nothing in
then
your brain.
and then we really borrowed this from you, and we really appreciated the gift that you gave us, Jaden, of saying, where do you want me to start?
Because that already
Yeah.
sets it up.
Ooh,
That
baby.
especially if that is following the you don't want me to talk about you. Like
You
if
don't
that
even know
follows
me.
that, because it's like now it's he has a lot to say. Maybe I should just shut up before you
Maybe
even
I
have to
shouldn't mind
start
my
thinking about
business.
stuff. And and I don't know if I said it then, but I'll say it now. The next trick is you have to work with what's going on in the front of you. Like if
Mm.
they are in front of you, start looking and pick. Pick a thing and don't. If you have tea, save it. Pick the
Save
things you
it.
could see first, because you don't want them to overblow. You know what I'm saying? Like if they come back
Mm-mm.
at you and
Mm-hmm.
it's a deeper hit, you have to be prepared to come back at them.
Yes, you
And
don't
it's
want to
like,
show your hand. Mm-hmm.
well, aren't you the one with the ex that everybody in this room slept with? Like that's when you gotta like,
Whoa! Because what can you say after that? Wasn't you the
how
one?
about
Never
how
mind.
about we
I'm
do
not even
this?
gonna.
How about we do
Never
this?
mind.
Everyone raise your hand if you slept with this person's ex. I think the
Me,
eyes have it.
Bessie.
So you might want to sit down on this one, baby.
This one's not for you. If I were you, listen, I'm gonna give you one more chance. I would tap
Just
out
one.
now because you don't want me to start
Child,
spilling.
please.
Hello, hello. Let's get into our moment of the week. Let's be obedient. Let's be obedient. This is where Jane and I are like, yo, what happened this week that made you say child pleaser anyway? This week, mine isn't anyway.
Mm.
Sometimes it's been a please in the past, but this week is anyway. This happened today at work, and I was so like,
Why would
girl,
she say that?
what?
I'm sorry. I'm still
Girl,
thinking
what?
about her telling me. I thought it was child, please. Like
With
now
confidence.
you have
And this
me.
is after I was such a huge, no, you're not.
No, no.
You're
This is
not.
completely after the bragging, the t-shirts made, the pins given out during entry. Like
Hello.
this was after we walked in and claimed celebrity status. This was after all that. And it's we're such fans. They're doing all this marketing for us, and oh my god, they have a pocket, they have a pocket, they have a pocket, they have a
Look
pocket.
who's here.
Look who's
It's
here. Oh my, I know that's
Child
not the infamous from
Please.
the like then I'm like, oh well, what's the name of our show? Children
Test them.
something.
Test them. Come on now.
Child, please.
I'm mad because I can't be mad.
Right.
It
I'm
was.
mad because I'm more mad because it ate. Like it pissed me off that it chewed, and I was like, why weren't you coming up with things in 20? Where were you at when we was in the stew? Like you wasn't on the ground level.
You wasn't in the gym shooting around. But my thing is also where's she hear that? Who child pleased her?
Child, because she got a good no shade. She got one good child,
Child.
please, told to her, and it stuck.
Hello. In the office, maybe she only had to hear it once.
She heard it one time. She said, "Child, please." I know she got.
Write that one down.
Hold on. How you spell CHILD?
Comma, please! Exclamation. Let's be obedient.
Yes,
My
right.
moment of the week, and I'm going to go first because I fear that if I let you go first, we're going to be talking about please and thank you again.
Yes.
My moment of the week is so foolish
Not
and
please.
so like, girl. So I'm at work and I get a long, thick email. I'm thinking it's a concern because there's a door that has a bunch of mail stuck in it. Like, and if it's stuck in the door and it's still there, that means the door has not been opened, which means,
Mm.
okay, how long is this person going to be in here? So this person, they email like a picture of the door. Hey, I just noticed these people have not been opening the door for a long time. A long paragraph about do a wellness check. I'm concerned. Next paragraph. But while I have you, if a one bedroom so happens to become available, if 264, and I'm sorry, I can't even make up a fake number because that is the number. If 264 becomes available, I would love to be considered because I would really love to go into a one bedroom from my studio. So, if anything happens with 264, just let me know. So, what are you saying?
I can't.
So, if are you saying that if this person is
Mm-hmm.
up and stuck,
Oh,
you want to
he calls
then?
dibs.
That's crazy to me. Are you really
They're
concerned?
not even. They're. We don't even know the like what's going on, and you're already ready to sign a new lease. How about you wait? Is your
How
lease
about you
even
figure
up?
out what's going on in there? No, baby, lease not up. Transfer $1,000. I mean, like, come on, just stay where you are. Are you happy there? Please,
And
please.
while I have you, like
I
you
couldn't
know,
believe my eye. Number one, you don't because I definitely left that email right there and had to click unread and then talk to my manager about it because I'm like, why would she say that? Why would she say that? And why would we want? First of all, why? To me, if I'm moving is so annoying. It needs to be a little bit drastic. I'm not moving two doors down. Please, please.
I guess if I'm moving from a studio to a one bedroom, that is drastic. Well, she.
It is drastic, Jaden, but without spilling her business, the stipulations that need to happen to this specific unit in order for her to qualify for the unit are just not there. So she should have just sat there
Well,
and ate her food.
and food, and now you have to get denied for something you were never getting approved for in the first place.
So now, thank you so much for bringing this to our concern. Send. That's it.
Thank you so much for bringing this to our concern. We will have a wellness check eventually. Thank you.
Eventually.
While I have you, you are not qualified for a one bedroom.
Well, I have you. Please don't get embarrassed.
Please, Mama. How about we do a wellness check on you after I send you this email?
Well,
that's what it is. While I have you, we'll be setting something up to check on you because I just want to let you know now that you don't qualify for it, and I know it is going to gag you when you read this fully. Send.
You know what's crazy to me? I can't imagine. You know what? Never mind. I don't want to spill nobody's tea, but let me just say this: I cannot imagine touring a place that costs, let's say, $2,200, knowing good and zorgon well that you don't make that. So why would you even waste your own time? Like now, if it's giving, I'm just having a little bit of fun. I have some time. I want to see what the building looks like. Okay,
right.
But don't come in here in earnest. Please don't come here genuinely. Please. Because I could have been in my office listening to Normani's album finally. Anyway, my moment was truly an anyway because it was just like whatever. And I stopped thinking about it until I looked at my phone before we recorded and I wrote it down this morning.
Okay. Yeah. I think mine is also an anyway.
Where is the please?
There's none here. My library card was declined. There was okay, that didn't happen. But what did happen, I got an email from the library saying that I had books past due, which usually you get an email before they are due, telling you that they're due. Mm-hmm. I don't recall seeing that email. It might have came through, but I don't recall seeing it. And since I have received the one that says it's past due, I'm not going to go look. No shit. Like, it's already past due. Me seeing proof that it was about to be due doesn't help. That it's past due. No. And I was charged $1.60 per book. And I know I have 40 books out. So.
Wait, $1.60 for what? Because it's past due? Oh, the late fee or something?
The late fee, yes. I told you the girls is hiring, but who knows if that's like the automatic system. And then when I go in, it's like, girl, put them books on that counter.
Hello.
And get on somewhere. But so I have been trying to go to the library for the past few days to pay the whatever balance and then just renew the books. Why is the library closed getting their HVAC fixed? This has been 2 weeks of this happening.
Jaden, you don't have to pay the fee.
I'm not paying the fee because now I got a second email yesterday or today when I woke up that said it's been 7 days past due. We need them books. If it reaches 30 days, you're not allowed to renew any books.
Oh my God.
You're not allowed to get any more books out the library. And I'm like, and now it's $2 and something. Like now the price has gone up. I'm not paying that, number one, because I've been trying to get in here for the past week and a half to pay the $160, and y'all are shut down. Literally sign on the door. Got the crated pull down thing is down. Like I can't get in here to even pay. Then when I call y'all, it's like we are closed due to HVAC systems. Please stay up to date with our Facebook or our website to see when we will be opening in. What am I gonna do with that? Then it's like or pay your what's it called through this website, whatever. Right. I'm like, okay, let me go try and pay. Website not loading. I said, you know what? Girl. These books are mine.
Hello.
The books are mine. Y'all might as well just put that $30 on my account and I'll just pay that later and buy the books.
First of all, the fact that, and this could just be my privilege of having a library who doesn't do this, it might be jumping
It
out.
is.
But the fact, but no, Jaden, you know that's ridiculous.
It
A
is.
late
It is
fee,
absolutely ridiculous.
girl,
I
really?
could see
I mean,
if it was 30 days past, then I would charge. But first week, I'm not charging nobody.
like, I guess I get it because then it's like, if you don't charge a late fee, you have to have some sort of a deadline so that it's like essentially it's like no, I don't own this book now. I just have never checked it back in. You kind of have to like have some sort of a
Right.
Jaden, when did you add please to this doc? I am
Uh,
screaming. Any
Earlier.
and then the lowercase e is taking me all the way out. Um child, please. Lowercase e. Um yeah, the late fee makes no sense to me. But then again, when I think about the fact that libraries shouldn't exist already, like what's 160? When
Right.
you have essentially millions of dollars worth of books. But at the same time, it's like, what is 7 days? What is 7 days? And
Well,
it's so
it's 3
trifling.
weeks and 7 days. Like it's not just the 7 days. It's past due 7 days.
Okay, yeah, no, you have checked out for 3 weeks, and then it was past due 7 days.
Right.
That's 7 days, girl. Them 3 weeks was nothing. First of all, you're mad because I read slow.
And not even that. I just had the books are just out,
First
and
of all, you didn't even
I
start
usually
reading
call.
any of them.
Whoa.
Yeah, you got 40
When did
books
this
out. They're
come?
table
When did this
display.
become about me? This was about my library card and my library balance. I don't know how this turned into me being illiterate and all these other things. I didn't understand how we got here because
Whoa.
you don't want me to you don't want me to start
Don't,
with you.
don't. You don't want me to go in right now because I really
You
could.
don't want me to go in there with you.
But why am I scared even though I know it's a lie? Jaden, all we want is for you to deny it. That's it. And then we'll move on.
Deny what?
Exactly. That you read the
Have
books, that you even started.
the problem is they're all started, but none of them are finished.
Is it started in the way that you start a book or the way that LeBron James starts a book, where it's always the first 5 pages?
LeBron James.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they're
He got to
started.
the part that says, like, this is when the book was copywritten and this book was dedicated to Anna. I love you. Let me
Shut.
put it down. I started it. I'm over it. I'm
Uh
over
huh.
it. The
And the
page
book is
numbers are
upside
still
down.
written in Roman numerals. You didn't even
Mm-hmm.
get to page one.
Nope. Didn't get to the
This boy
intro
is on
or the forward.
IIX. I'm sorry, I be having to skip the forward sometimes,
I be
girl.
so over the
Especially when it's
forward.
not written by the author, girl. I don't. Mm-mm.
I'm like,
I'm a.
do I care?
Mm-mm.
Every time I'm
It
like, do
takes,
I care about this? It
and
depends on the
then
book.
when you read it, and then it's like, okay, I didn't need that at all.
No, this is just a bio on the author. I don't care. I
Cool.
want the
I
book.
don't.
It's not Tony.
Well, I don't know. The girl just said you didn't finish it, Tony.
I still haven't. Some of us have lies, people.
Oh
Y'all
wow.
want me to be the biggest bookworm on the planet, but also want me to be a great artist, a great father, a great podcaster. Like y'all want to be all these things at full volume, but you also want me to be a great reader. I'm sorry, I just don't have the time for that. I really don't. I try to though.
Okay, girl. I don't
It's
know.
like it's just I feel like the first thing I do when I'm in leisure time is I want to relax and do nothing. So it's like reaching for the book is challenging sometimes because the only time I would reach for the book is kind of my only time to do nothing or like relax and breathe. So it's just
Yeah.
like ugh. But then I don't read while I eat. Do you read while you eat?
Not unless the book is like thick enough that it's like heavy enough to hold its pages down.
Hold his pages, yeah.
But also, if I'm eating something that's giving splashability, then no, because I don't own those books and I don't want to owe 160. So I
No.
no. And also, I can't really focus. Like, girl, how am I eat my food? I'm looking at the plate. Like, no, girl, the book can wait.
Right. And now I keep going back to the beginning of the paragraph and then Going back, and as
Just
the whole
making up
time I might
stuff.
as well just ate this food by myself with
Hello.
no book.
So, girl, when are you gonna take the books back? Like, they don't have a box you can leave it outside, even though I'm sure
I
they're not
want
really
them.
checking them. Cause you
I'm
have.
not done with it.
First of all, going back, I think it's so trifling that you can't renew your books online. Like, girl,
And the
you
thing
got to
is,
make it
they have the
easier.
link to do it, but for some reason, that link does not work outside of the library's computers. Like, it's not even when you connect to the library's Wi-Fi. Like, only the library
Right.
computer lets you like check their catalog, check any of that. I can't do none of that. It is so annoying. And I'm actually gonna bring it up. I'm like, do y'all know that this is a thing? Like, y'all keep telling people to check catalogs and like renew books through here, but this link is not viable. Like, it does not work.
They don't have the funding to check that out, Jaden. You're gonna have to just fix it. I'm so sorry.
Volunteer.
They need no, literally, they need your 160 in order to get that funding. So that they have to charge you for the late book. I have never mind. I don't want to say I never owed library money because that'll be the time that I drop my book on the train platform and now I gotta pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
I, whatever. I can't. Anyway, now it's time for the catch. This is where Jaden and I catch you up on the things that are some of the things that are one of the things that is happening in the world.
Okay.
The first thing is follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter at Child Anyway Pod. Then hop over to TikTok and follow us on Child Anyway the podcast. That feels
Yeah.
easy enough. Oh, also, because I'm going to forget to say it at the end, I want to apologize to the girls. I've been saying rate and review, but I found out you cannot leave a review on Spotify.
You
So,
can?
no, that's why the app is not good. You cannot leave reviews on there. So, what I want you to do is find a friend who has Apple and just have them leave the review and then also just have them watch the show or listen to the show.
Or both.
It's a, it really just works out that way.
But you can always
Anyway,
come to YouTube and like, subscribe,
yeah,
bell. You
comment.
can comment over there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What
Yeah.
is the catch? What are we catching?
Honestly, there's more things going on, but I just don't have the bandwidth to
So
check out.
many things, but Jaden is really
Literally
upset about
tonight
the
is a
book
presidential
today.
debate, and
Yeah,
I
and
don't really care.
mm, 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 mm,
They
mm.
said what I overheard on the TV was like when they're not talking, their mic will be muted, and I'm like, y'all think this is like something new?
You,
Like,
you,
duh. Like,
but
isn't that how it should have
also
been?
when they're not talking, slash when it's not their turn to talk. Because if your mic is off when you're not talking, and then you start talking, will they just turn your
I think
mic
they
on?
said once they're finished answering their question, their mic gets muted.
What if I told you they'll never be finished answering the questions? Then what?
Right. Anyway, because we were literally not supposed to be talking about that.
I can't even believe
So,
that we're still even doing this. We're still having a president. Jaden, are you kidding?
and it's not us. We should be doing the debate.
Girl, girl, let's get into the real
They're
drama
like,
of this
so what are you
country.
doing about housing insecurity? I'm like, let's make these houses more confident, hey?
Oh my god! I thought you were gonna say something like a genuine answer, and I was so ready. Oh, you're really a dad. I love it. That was funny. Thank you for that laugh, Jaden. Let's stay obedient. What is
Yeah,
it?
let's stay. I love that. That's your new thing.
I know.
So Megan Thee Stallion, her album is dropping literally tonight. If
Oh my god! I'm sorry. I have to stop you. It is. This is gonna make me sound like such a you know what. Whenever people drop the apostrophe s, oh my gosh, it's so funny in my mind. You just said Megan album, and I'm sorry. It every single time it makes me laugh in my mind. I'm sorry, and then it just came out. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Megan album dropping. Go ahead.
Megan Thee Stallion's album
Thank
is
you.
dropping literally tonight. So by the time you hear this, it'll have been out.
Whoa.
Yeah, literally tonight. Dark Shadows. Whoa. Uh, and she had went on live yesterday, and I caught a portion of it, and she was talking about the anime sample that she got, and she said she had recorded a song with the anime sample on it before she got clearance. She made the whole song, whatever. She sent it to them to get the clearance. They said, "Cool, but if you do a music video for this song, you cannot dress up as any of the characters." And
Okay.
she's like, "You know what? Like that's fine." She's like, "I'm gonna listen. I'm." She's like, "I had to work hard for this. Like I don't. I really want this sample to go through, whatever." And then they hit her up the day before the album was due. No, this week. She said no. She said the right before the album was dropping. That's what she said. Days before the album was dropping, they emailed her and told her to change the names in the song and not say the characters' names. She's not allowed to say any of the characters' names. She's like, what? She was like, that's what makes the song make sense with the sample. She was like, but I'm not complaining. And she was like, I'm not complaining. I really want this to happen. I really want this. She was like, but I just want to tell y'all. So she was like, I kept saying, like, I hope y'all think it's fire still. She was like, but I want to tell y'all. So if y'all like, why is she using those names over this sample? She was like, it's because they told me I had to change the names. I don't get why they would want you to change the name of the samples the name of the characters from the show that she's sampling. Like that doesn't make
Why
any
not?
sense to me
Just don't give her the clearance at all then.
at this point.
Like,
Because
first of all,
why would you not allow her to use the names from the anime? Cosplaying, sure, I understand taking the aesthetics or taking like even still, it's like, do y'all know this will benefit y'all regardless? Like, regardless of what happens, this literally will benefit y'all. That's the only thing it can do is benefit. Like,
yeah, it's not like people are going to watch a music video and then say, well, I watched the music video, so I don't need to watch the show anymore. It's not like stealing business or anything like that. But also, if she uses not the character's names from the song, am I even going to notice?
us
Is
won't. We won't. Us won't. We won't. But anime fans will. And that's who she was talking to, really.
I
She
think
had
they'll be
said, like,
okay.
y'all gonna like it regardless. She was like, but you're gonna make a face when you realize like the names don't match the anime sample that I'm literally using. She was like, it
Mhm.
made perfect sense when I was saying their names. Like that was
Yeah.
the whole point of basically she was like, that was the whole point of the song. Like the whole point was to use the sample and say and include their names in the track. And I'm like, that'd have been so cool. But the fact that they'll give you the sample, but not let you say their names in the song. And I don't think the show is out anymore. Like I don't think it's actively
But
coming
why
on.
did they tell her this 4 minutes before she hit release? And also, ain't this stuff like in a contract somewhere? Like they're just able to change the
They
the
are.
rules? Like, girl, we already signed off on this.
See,
Girl, all I know is this. I'm so there. Fortunately, I'm off work tomorrow, so I know where I'll be after
in
I
the bed.
sleep in a little bit. Yeah,
Yeah,
because let's just be honest here. But I'm really excited. I'm excited to hear it because the songs that we have already, I really, really enjoy.
same.
I'm always a fan of her work. She's great. We love her
Yeah, I'm
here.
really excited for this album coming out. I got invited to my friends, but I will not be going over there, because they have not said favorable things about her. So I'm like, why would I listen
Oh,
to their?
with
It's not that
them.
they don't like her, but they like picking fun at her because they are barbs.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
so I'm like, I said I would not be coming over there because Megan's album drops tonight, and I would not listen to Megan Thee Stallion with y'all in my presence.
No.
Not
So
for
what
the
are you
first
gonna do?
listen.
You just
Listen at
gonna stay
home.
home and listen? Yeah.
Uh huh. Uh, and Lucky Day's album drops tonight. If you're concerned, and his
Oh,
singles have been really good.
I haven't
I don't
heard
know if
any of
you've
the
heard any of the
singles
singles, but
because
they've
you
been
didn't
really
send them
really
to
good.
me.
I knew that was coming. Child, please. I
What?
knew it was coming. So
Child,
anyway,
please.
so
You
Please
should come to
go stream
Philly.
Megan tonight.
Oh no, girl, I'm going to bed. I'm sorry. I thought you
Exactly.
said
Like,
something else. Girl, just wait to listen to it tomorrow. You're so hyped. Just go to bed. I know
no,
you're not gonna do it. You're not.
I'm not. And it's like I'm trying to have a lot of faith in my girl. And let me tell you what I really feel.
What's the reason
I'm
that you wouldn't?
I'm nervous because she's independent now.
Oh.
So this is all her taste and her
Mm-hmm.
decisions. Where
Creative
I think,
control.
yes, where I think under 1501, while they were terrible, I think they kept her in a specific sound that I think resonated better with general public. Because that's where we get like her old mixtapes from, where we fell in love with her under 1501, like through those sounds. That's what was everything. So then when she started becoming independent, that's when GP stopped liking her. But you know, there's other politics that play along with that, so that can't even really be trusted. But
Mm.
I'm just nervous. Like I'm nervous, but I'm excited because it's a long album. Guess who's? Did you see the track list at all?
No, what do you mean it's long? How long is it?
I think like 16.
I just hope it's safe for work so I can play it at my office.
Hold on, let me look. This place is about to blow. 18.
Oh, good.
Right. But you know, I think one of them, some
Yeah.
of them interludes and
50-second moment.
yeah. So there's no interludes, but you've heard 3 of them already. So 15 really is what you're listening to. But guess who's on it? One guess.
Who?
I'm giving you one guess.
Flo Milli. No, no, no. Queen Latifah. Oh,
Don't piss me off.
no, because I thought that. Okay, sorry. Whatever, girl. Nia Long? Like, I have no idea, girl.
Where are you going? Let's first of all stay in the music category. Well, Queen Latifah, yeah, but let's stay in the music category. Music category of the last 5 years.
The last five, Adele.
Go to hell.
Just tell me,
Uh,
girl.
Victoria
I have,
Monet.
and I would not. I wasn't gonna guess her in the next five guesses. So, I was literally gonna say Janelle Monáe, literally, but then I was like, why would they be on
It's
there?
her twin, Victoria Monet and Megan Thee Stallion,
Exactly.
and it's called a song called "Spin." I don't know what that is, but that's me. That's
I
my
need to
song.
learn
Oh, she
how
on
to
live
sing.
right now. That's my
Girl,
song.
you better not click that
No,
live
it's
button
over.
under
I did, but it's over. Uh, and I said, I don't know what the song is about or what the song will sound like, but I know it's mine. I know
if
the
it's
song is
got
my cut.
Victoria.
Victoria Monet and Megan Thee Stallion. What else do I need in this world?
That's
These are
exciting.
bisexual queens
Loud.
and proud.
Well, this month is almost over, so she need to hurry up. Um, and then it's quiet, please. Um, I'm really I'm really excited about that because number one, I love when I can sing on a rap track. You know,
Okay.
I love,
And
but you know
Victoria
what else
likes to
I
sing.
love? When the singers rap.
Okay, Beyonce. I also like when the singers add like harmonies and backgrounds over during the rap
Mm-hmm.
portions. Like when the rap
And they
portions are
like
going on,
sing
and you
over
have
that they
like little.
repeat.
You know who did that? Literally with Megan Thee Stallion. No.
Beyonce.
Yeah, SZA. She has a song.
Mm.
They have a song together.
Mm.
Uh, and that's what she was doing in the background. I'm like, SZA, please, like, leave me alone.
Meg the Stallion is literally like
And
collecting them
Kalani.
all.
Ugh.
Wait, is on this?
No, they have a song.
Who?
Kalani and Megan Thee Stallion.
I
You
don't
don't hit
think.
my line no more. You
Okay.
don't wanna ring, ring, ring. Wait,
Oh, okay. I know that. I know that, but I don't think those are the same song.
I think that's Cardi B. Hold on.
Don't piss us off,
No, no,
Jaden.
no. Hit my phone. Megan Thee Stallion and Kalani. I'm like, no. I'm pretty sure that's them too.
He's doubting
No,
himself.
no.
Okay,
That's already been proven. I'm trying to check on the SZA one now. Hold up.
maybe you dreamed it.
No.
I don't know it, girl.
I'm gonna be a freak anytime, any day of the week. I ain't scared, I ain't shy. Sailing. That's a good
Definitely don't know
song.
it.
I recommend
Mm.
both of those right now.
Put
Cut this
him on
off,
the. Pause it. Pause it. Pause it.
pause it, and go hit play. Freaky Girls by Megan Thee Stallion featuring SZA, and Hit My Phone, Megan Thee Stallion featuring Kehlani.
I definitely have heard that Kaylani singing that part before.
Mm.
Must have listened to it
That one's
once.
on Sugar. That one's on the one with the red lips, the lips on the cover.
Okay, so that's what. Okay, so that's why I heard it.
Yeah, that was like one of her early tracks, and then the one with
Okay.
SZA's on Good News.
Okay. Okay. That one I did not finish. I'm gonna be real with you.
That's okay.
No shade. No reason other than I just didn't finish it.
It's okay.
So we're so there tonight, and you know what? I do think that I'm not nervous for the new sound or the potential for a new sound, like experimental, because this is where you separate, as they say, the boys from the men.
Yeah.
This is where it gets real. I'm really here for the if you're here for the lyricism and the goodness of the blah blah blah. Okay, so what? The beat is SpongeBobic. Okay, the words were good. If
Okay.
y'all if y'all are letting that other girl get away with
I
Herbie,
know exactly what you're talking about.
I'm not even gonna say it.
First of
Then let
all,
her do it.
when did you see she got Nicki Wig on?
No,
You
no,
didn't hear the new song, Fat Butt?
no.
When I tell you,
We didn't.
it sounds
Sometimes I
just
feel
like
like an old person because of the that's not a song, Jaden.
Fat
Fat
Butt,
butt.
PHAT. So it's cute.
Oh, fat
Um,
butt. Oh, fat butt. Got it.
yeah. Uh, that one's cute, and it's one of her better songs because when I tell you she has on Nicki's wig and is running somewhere with it on, like
Okay, that's funny. I
you
like
know
it.
Shanghai by Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, yeah.
When I say it's like she went in the booth, played that on the speaker, and then said, "We need to do that." They did just that, and she ate it. I'm not gonna lie. And everybody's like, "Can she keep Nicki's wig on for the rest of this? Like
No, literally. It's
for the rest
maybe
of the
that's where
album?
she's getting her power from. It goes straight into the brain. Okay,
When's her
well,
album coming out?
mm-mm, we don't.
Y2K.
We don't.
It's coming out. Ooh,
Tomorrow.
I don't understand Apple Music
What? Why?
because it
What's the
says
confusion?
July 26th
And then that happened before where there was a new song and you were like, no, this song just came out. And I'm like, it says it came out in
after hours.
2020.
After
Yeah,
hours, yeah.
yeah.
I'm like, I hate that.
They're going through some management changes. They're working it out. They're getting their HVACs fixed. It's okay.
Coming July
Um,
26th. Okay.
well, uh, well, girl, you got the notifications on anyway. It's not like you're gonna miss it.
And don't.
So that was everything for the catch. Can you believe it? We're done. Now it's time for take it or leave it. And for real, I really am asking from the bottom of my soul, like really write in, guys. Like we
Right.
really want to hear from you. And since Jaden's birthday, we have as a collective matured. Our advice is so much better. We drag so much less. Please write in. You can write in. Okay, where to go? You can write us at childinawaypod@gmail.com. And because we really want to hear from you, you could also hit us up on any of the social media platforms. And if you have my personal cell, I would definitely encourage you to send it there as well. Please.
Yes.
Like, I really don't feel like begging on the air, but I will. So for take it or leave it today, I've got two submissions. I was gonna save them until when we really needed it, but because I didn't read them fully, I just saw words that are popping out at me,
Oh,
and
there's
one of them
somewhere
is an
popping.
update. You know what I mean? Something was popping. I
Something.
needed to. I needed to read it because I'm like, well, no, 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 no. Jaden wants to hear this. I wants to hear this. So, Jaden, do you want to read? You know what? Because of the words that are popping out, I know you'll read it with some zing and zang. So why don't you
Hmm.
read it for us?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Um, my girlfriend is this man.
I have no idea. Just read
It doesn't
it.
matter.
Who
My
cares?
girlfriend of 10 months comes from a religious family who doesn't believe in premarital sex. Before we met, she had been celibate for 6 years. She made me wait seven red flag. She made me wait 7 months before we had sex. After it was clear our relationship was serious.
Girl,
She's
boo.
going on a vacation with her family, and I'm tired of the accent. She's going on a
Thank you.
vacation with her family, and I was invited to come. Since her family doesn't believe in being intimate before marriage, they expect me to get my own room. I told my girlfriend that's ridiculous since we've already had sex. She told me it's not about us already having sex. It's more respect. Wait, it's also more respectful not to share a room if you aren't married when you're staying with or traveling with someone's parents. I don't even want to go anymore. I've talked to my boys and they
So
don't get it
petty.
either. One of them kind of understood. Is it me? Help me see what she's saying. I should add that we're 34, so it's not like we're kids.
You said red flag. What red flag on who?
On the man.
When he said the she made me wait 7 months, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a little weird to me. Like, it's technically a true statement, but it's like she made me wait 7 months before we had sex. Like, whoa.
Made me wait is sounding so childlike.
That's what I'm saying. But you're screaming we're not kids. My real issue is that you are 34 and that you don't understand what's going on here. But also, if y'all are 34, what? Child, please. If you're 34, what's the issue?
You got to be specific because you were just dragging him a little bit. So what's the issue with?
What's the issue with the family? Like, we're grown.
Oh, I see. I see. I see.
I understand the concept of it, but at some point you have to be grown. Like, you're grown. So like,
Yeah.
are they paying for the vacation? Are they now? If they're paying for the vacation, then you need to shut up and get that room.
Girl, hello. But my thing is this also. Now they're paying for the vacation, and all you have to do is pay for your own room, or if they're paying for her room, but you have to pay for yours. Baby, this seems like an easy fix to me. She's getting a free room, so y'all can technically just split the cost of your room. And then when everybody goes to bed, you just hop over there, girl. Are they putting duct tape across your door so they know if you leave? Like, is she
Like,
sharing a room with the grandma so she knows she's not there?
and
Who,
and
girl,
I
who's
think
looking at you?
they're missing the chance to have some fun, and they're
It's
missing the chance to like be young. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is one of those things where, like, yes, it's very childish, it's very kid like, but play into it. What happened to hello? How are you? My name is like, what happened to that? What happened to adults doing things that put them like ending up in situations that put them back into like a high school kind of situation and then playing into it. Like, I think at 34 doing that is fun and like intimate and it keeps it exciting. He's a loser. Sorry, he's a loser. You made him wait seven
this
months.
took a
And what's funny
turn.
is
I
I
love
know who
it.
the person is. I don't know who the person is writing in, but the person who's writing in, I'm not on your side. Um,
Well, we seldom aren't.
well, yes, but all the friends also don't agree with you. Which, oh, they don't get what? They don't get why
They
they
don't
would have to
get,
be
yeah, the whole, like, they're on his side, except one of them
right.
is kind of understanding.
Um, and I can understand.
Why
I
are
think
they in your
it's
business?
because he told them. I if I was one of the friends, I think I too would be like, that's weird. But I think I would end up telling him, like, why would you not go though? I'm like, you not going is not helping your case.
Not at all.
And even trying to create a space to be intimate or and then my true issue, and then I'm gonna let you go. My true issue is if you're not in this for marriage, go. Like, because clearly there's a criteria to this relationship, and just because you're taking the relationship serious doesn't mean you want the same things. Because she had to make you wait 7 months for something you knew she was doing. Like, it isn't like she didn't forfeit the information, or we don't
Right,
really
right,
know
right,
that, but
right.
like it wasn't like you don't understand the circumstances of her life and what it takes to date her. So you're getting mad based on things she kind of told you already was kind of the deal, and now you're trying to throw up your arms and make it all about you when you knew this was the case. Like, you
Right.
knew this was kind of what the protocol was. So why aren't you trying to make the most out of it instead of being a 34-year-old baby? I don't understand the purpose, the point, the policy.
I think I am agreeing with you. I want to go back to the third sentence as well. I know we're getting into the nitty gritty, the semantics, but I don't like the wording of she made me wait 7 months. Like,
It's so
because to
weird.
me, it implies that it was like a consistent making a wait. Like in my mind, when you say you made me do something, it sounds like physical. Like she pushed you away for 7 months. Like you were actively trying to be up in her business. I recently watched a YouTube video where women, like, they shared their secrets and then other women shared their secrets to see how they could relate. And this one woman shared that she has been married for 3 years and her and her husband have never had sex because of her past traumas or whatever. And her husband was like it's still very patient with her. And like she wants to do this because she trusts him and all this stuff, but she just can't get over it. I don't know that there's any trauma in this situation, but the fact that you're like, she made me wait 7 months because even though it was serious, is it serious? Because it sounds like you're trying to pretend like it's serious to get to whatever, like the objective is. And honestly, I don't blame her. She should have made you wait 10
Longer.
months. You should be writing in about that, actually, because I just don't like the made me wait girl. Like, don't you got other stuff to do? You don't have a house to build?
And why after y'all having sex was it clear? Like, there's a lot of little intricacies in this
Oh my
thing
gosh.
that's kind of making me really nervous, because it's really the waiting until that time. Then now it's serious, but then now you don't understand why she's acting the way she is about something you knew was the issue. Like, she made you wait 7 months and then have sex with you, and now you're confused why she can't be in the bed and room with you on a family vacation,
Maybe
which is normal.
I'm.
I don't like that's unless you're married, that's pretty normal. Like, most
That's what I'm
parents,
saying.
unless like you have a cool parent, most like normal parents act this way, especially,
ten
and then you put
months.
religious. I think you should have a problem with her family being religious. I think, which you technically do, but like, you're more mad at her for following through with the normal
The
life
way she was
with her
raised. Yeah.
family, but you're not talking about leaving this girl because her family's religious. Like, I don't get that.
I think that I can't believe that you guys have only been together for 10 months and you want her grandmother to be okay with you sleeping up in her bed. Religious or not, like, girl, it's called
It's
old
not enough
school, but
time.
also maybe I'm different. Maybe I'm different, but me personally, even in this example, even if I was with somebody for 1 week, I would probably protest to share a room just for financial reasons. I'll be like, girl, I do not want to pay for my own room. And that
Right.
might be what's really happening. It might be given a broke situation where it's because, and they expect me to get my own room. Well, why would he, what, who's supposed to get your
Why
room
wouldn't
for
you
you?
want to? You're 34. Get your room. And
So it's not like we're kids. Girl, you're a child.
the thing is, once you get your own room, you now have precedent over that room. Like, now it's
And they can't tell you what
your
to
room,
do.
and they can't tell you what to do in your room. Are you okay?
I've talked to my boys and they don't get it either.
And
And
they're
who
dumb
are
too.
they? Like,
Like, they're
who the
not.
heck
They're
are
also not
they?
smart. So is it me? It is.
Girl, here's my advice. I think that you need to be a little bit more understanding of where she is. She just came off of 6 years, and you want her to just bust it wide open for a real one? Like, girl, close your legs to married men. She's not going to have sex with you. She just met you 5 minutes ago. To me, it's crazy to even assume that someone who was celibate for 6 years is going to sleep with you after anything less than a year. Honestly, I'm actually kind of shocked about that.
Okay, but it was probably a lot of coercion. It was
Oh,
probably
for
a lot of
sure.
talking down to, not talking down to, but talking down the celibacy, trying to, drop guards to get to that point. Because the whole point of it was to develop a relationship around strict uh intimacy, but not sexual, like with no sexual
Yeah.
intimacy, seeing how long that intimacy could last if there was no sexual like exploration in the meantime. So the
Hmm.
fact that how you're even talking about it was like the milestones are y'all sex lives is kind of weird. I watched this it was a viral TikTok or tweet, whatever, but I ended up watching the full YouTube video of this couples therapist, and it's like a library interview with this person who like does a library show. Cute, fun, whatever. And he had asked, this is unrelated, but this is the video I saw. But he had asked, what if I don't like to tell someone the things that I want? She said, that is stupid. And he said, why? She was like, because how else will she know? He's like, I know. But then the point I'm making here was she has said that in her book, she recommends a 3 month no kissing rule. She was like, because, right. And as a person who loves kissing and making out, that sounded crazy to me. I love kissing. So the fact that men, because hold on, because you girls and y'all kissing, y'all love trying to kiss me. I don't know what that's about.
They love
Leave me
kissing
alone.
you?
Your own sister loves kissing.
Jaden, first of
You haven't
all,
kissed in a while though.
you spreading family business on the podcast is crazy. Second of all,
They don't know
who
which
wouldn't
one.
want to kiss you? Well, one of them
Well,
is married, so hopefully it's not her. Second of
sure.
all, who wouldn't want to kiss you? This
This
is
is no.
feeling.
I get it. No, I absolutely understand. But the thing I enjoy doing is kissing it. Kissing them is
Oh,
cute.
okay.
I don't. I'm not a. What's funny is I'm not a fan of like lip gloss and lipstick on me, unless I'm putting it
I,
on me.
yeah, it's sticky and like, yeah.
Right. Anyway, but when she said that, I was like, "Ooh, girl." But she had talked about it being like, uh, when you remove all the forms of pleasure, even something as small as kissing, like
Hmm.
it really has to pull you into getting to know someone, and it makes y'all have to be friends first. And I said,
Yes.
whoa, like it
Yes.
literally forces friendship being the priority, like a partnership
Hmm.
outside of any sexual act or anything like that. And I said, you know what? I'm not going to try it, but I think it's really, really smart.
We will pass it along to
I
the
I will
next
give.
person.
How about y'all take me later?
No,
How about y'all
no,
take me later for
literally.
that? Because
Yeah,
no,
it's gonna be a no.
but celibacy, like I'm not against even the 3 months no kissing thing. I'm not against, because I do understand its purpose, its value, and all
Yeah.
that. But I think when looking for partners, it's important to be transparent about it, but also to make sure that it's understood that this is a thing, and be mindful that people take it as a challenge. Like sometimes people are
Hmm.
waiting for that moment to do that thing. Like
Hmm.
they'll talk to you for a year just to get the payoff of having invested so much time and then have that. Like people will do that just cause.
Yeah, that's true. People are
And
sick.
people have to, when you are taking a journey, I think the celibacy while you are single has to also kind of, you need to start picking up cues hopefully, or trying to really understand, because I can imagine dating while being celibate and experiencing that often. It's time to start picking up cues, baby. Like pick up the cues, pick up the little shots of people doing whatever, because it's there. No shade. Like people show
Yeah,
their hand way before they play.
this guy did for sure, or this person did for sure. They the thing
Maybe
that
wait 7 months.
No, no, but not even. It's also she told me it's not about us already having sex. It's more about basically it's about the respect because we're not married. Blah, blah, blah. The fact that she had to say like to me it's crazy because it's like why isn't the space to me it feels unsafe. Like why isn't the space safe where she even has to say it's about respect? First of all, you're 34, so don't act like you don't know the people
Okay,
into this. Like, girl, you've watched a movie before. You know what they do. But also notice how he or they never say, and we do have intentions of getting married. Never mentioned.
no, it's just not having sex till marriage. Like, and that's what I was trying to remember earlier. Like, the fact that he's talking about marriage only in relationship to her
Right.
feeling about sex before. Like, it was never our goal is to do this thing. His goal was to have sex. Like his milestones seem to deal with pleasure in that very specific way. Where her whole purpose in doing this is preservation till marriage. So the fact that you talked to her, well, I don't know. So I'm not going to allegedly. The fact that you got to have sex with her sooner than marriage was already a sneak.
For sure.
Was already a sneak, and you should have been grateful. And you should have sat there and eat your food. For that shit you
I
pulled in the
agree.
kitchen, I should have fucked your ass up. But still,
Completely
like,
inappropriate.
that's what I
I
don't like.
think that my advice is this for her. Leave him.
Yes.
Get back on your journey, queen. It's not too late to start over. To go back to day one. He is not it. He doesn't seem charming or charismatic or funny to me. And I know that nobody asked, and that's also not even a part of the prompt, but that's important to me. So I think you should sit him down, ask him, baby, what's really going on? What do you want from me? Like, what's the end goal for you? And don't just give me the answer that you want me to hear so that you can get what you want. What do you want?
Right.
You don't need to go on vacation because you're going to ruin the freaking vibe. She's trying to have fun, and you're over here trying to touch up her upper
Right.
thigh.
Instead of making
Next.
a moment
Oh.
out of it. You're a weirdo. You're a
Exactly.
loser.
Instead of having fun and actually like bonding and meeting her family, what you're there to meet her family and hang out, and you worried about what kind of underwear she got on and how she's sleeping tonight.
You are a freak.
Freak nasty, but Megan Thee Stallion. The next one is an update. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna
Please.
try to get through it. I don't want to put you in this position. It says, after last week's drag, I took both of your advice in regards to my friend.
She does drag.
It was sh- it was all very helpful and insightful. So thank you for that. You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
I actually shocked to
You
hear that.
try. You really
I
try.
went to I
So you
know,
took it.
and that's why I'm telling people they need to really start writing in. They go on to say, I went about my business and the friend actually hit me up just to check in. She thanked me for getting her together and giving her so much grace. She promises to do better, which she has a little bit so far. I even told her that I wrote into your podcast and y'all both. And that was
No,
on
this is
me.
on
That was
you.
on
I
me.
would
That
say
was on me.
now,
That
now.
was me. That was me. And y'all ripped us both apart. We shared a laugh about that. Thank you guys for the tough love and hard truths. Ciao. Ciao, please. Will always be my favorite podcast. And then they put an asterisk. I reread and proofread this John so many times. I will not be caught slipping again.
Just to let it be.
And I'm not gonna do too much dragging on that
Because
because
there's
it's
still
right,
room in here for some red
right, a little
pins.
Grammarly.
Okay, for some red pins to get slashed across the screen.
But you know what? Because
But
I don't want to lose a writer in. I'm
yeah,
not gonna
and
say
a
nothing.
dedicated fan
You know what I'm saying?
and
I'm
someone we
grateful for
helped.
this. You
Yeah,
know, so you don't want to kick somebody when they just got back up because you helped them up.
yeah, yeah,
All
yeah.
I'm gonna say is this, girl. I'm so glad you took the advice because it's not every day that our advice gets taken. Unfortunately, I don't know why, or at least if they're taking it, they're not
Updating us.
like you know what I'm saying. So if we've helped you, even if you weren't the one to write in, share it along. Share it. It might help somebody else. And that's what it's all about. Also, notice that this person and their friend bonded over our show. Don't you want to bond more with your friends?
Over the things that your other friends are doing in their lives. We're your
If you
friends.
have friends that don't know about our show, are you friends of ours?
Hello?
Because you're surely not friends of theirs. You're not sharing a good thing.
Okay, this is becoming a bit much. Uh, I feel
Okay.
like we about to be outside people's houses. Like, are you a fan of the show?
No, literally. You don't
Come outside.
listen?
We're not going to jump you.
Boombox podcast. But in all seriousness, write in for your take it or leave it at childanywaypod@gmail.com. Or like I said, any of the other platforms that you have us on.
Or
I
on
don't
your
know how
screen.
often Jaden checks that TikTok. I personally wouldn't put nothing time sensitive over there.
Mm-mm.
Just go
Actually,
to the
don't.
apps that you know we're on, that
Yeah.
Jaden is on at least.
Go to the apps where you see something that's been posted in the last 3 months.
Yeah, at least 3 months. Yeah.
At
The
least. No,
last,
no. Keep it at 3. Max 3 months.
don't go to the Twitter, y'all. He ain't over there.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm sorry.
now it's time for Thank Me Later. This is where Jaden and I are like, oh my gosh, this is such a cool thing that you should totally do. We're doing it. You're welcome. I'm going to go
Mm,
first
no
because
shade.
I need to retract something I said. No, 2 weeks ago, I was proactive. I jumped the gun a little bit, and I'm like, I'm gonna recommend this book before I even finish it because I know y'all gonna eat this one up. That was a lie. That was a lie.
Right. The only thing that got eaten up was time.
Hello, baby, because it. So I didn't even write down the author because I don't want to drag nobody. But let me just say, I take back my recommendation for the novel I suggested before, In Every Mirror, She's Black. If you want to know why I took it off, you're going to have to hit me up and also write a take it or leave it, and then I'll tell you. But, and also recommend another book for book, because it did
Well,
not.
you need a new recommendation because you're literally taking
I
one.
know, I know, I know. So yeah, actually, maybe you recommend me a bad book and we'll see what goes on. I just was like, no, this is not it. Take it off your list, remove it from your library queue. Actually, you know what? Read it anyway. It's really, really long. So if you got time to do it, Jaden doesn't. You'll let me know if you liked it and maybe I was wrong. I
Yeah,
don't
I don't
know.
got time to read that. I'll
No,
read
neither do
smut,
I.
but I will not read stink. So on to me.
You're
Uh,
so ridiculous.
um, Normani, dopamine, huge fan of it. Love it, love it, love it. Very cute, very fun. Uh, Everyone's talking about the sales flopped and all this other stuff. She sold 12K. Um, and I said, I'm pretty sure that's still a lot because it's
It
12,000
feels like
people
a
bought
lot.
something. 12,000 bought. If we had 12,000 views of the show would be in a different place. Uh,
Hello?
that's all I'm saying. So I don't think it is a bad thing, but I also understand why they're saying it's a bad thing. But there has been a lot of things that
What's
have
it?
affected her rollout, her like the rollout, the music videos, the everything. Like there's so many things that have affected it behind the scenes. But she talks more about that on the Terrell Grice show, on the Terrell show, uh, about like all the things that kind of took place. She don't go into the details, of course, because she's still under a set label, but she's under RCA. And if you don't know, RCA is like known for how they treat the artists. They're the ones who had Tinashe under her. I mean, under them, and I don't remember who else. But every time there's a black artist under them, they try to push a certain white aesthetic onto them. And
Mm-hmm.
when the artist is clearly not fond of it, and they pivot, they literally take all funding from them, or like give them $1 million to do their whole project with, and be like, okay, goodbye. And they don't push it, they don't help promote it, they don't do any of that. And it's really kind of sucks, but especially because this
Yeah.
album, if it had the push behind it, it could be huge.
Mm-hmm.
But people were saying like, Aaliyah's albums would do 12,000 first week or like 12,000 first month, whatever, and then
Mhm.
over time they'd grow to be double platinum. Like so, she was like, "Where you start is not always where you finish," and I
Absolutely
commend
not.
that. I push that onto Normand. Next, we have Kalani's Crash. This is also a polarizing album and is very split down the middle of perception based on like the sounds,
Mhm.
because it is very different for Kalani and for Kalani fans, but it still has Kalani's like home in it. Like she still lives in Crash. Like we're I don't know, but really good. Go streaming, go listen. This next girl, I do not know how to pronounce his name, so I'm going to say what I think it
Maida.
is. Is it Maida?
Mhm.
Have you looked it up?
She was on the Terrell show once.
Oh yeah, she was. Maida. I'm like Maida. Maida. She has this album. She has, and it's what 8 songs, 7 songs. Album called "Endless Night," produced by Kate Tronada and James Fauntleroy. Let me tell you something. Whatever James Fauntleroy and Kate Tronada's sounds on this album mesh together so beautifully. Like the way they were able to pull and tug all their two sounds, which are so very different, and like create such a beautiful sound. It's executive produced by Kate Tronada, but James Fauntleroy had his hands all over this as well. And it's a great project. I love listening to it, especially it's not super long, so it's great for like a short ride somewhere or
Mhm.
like doing laundry or cleaning like cleaning the bathroom or something, and you'll be jamming. No shade. Uh, yeah. Sorry, one more, and then I'm done. I promise. So, actually, no promises because who knows what pops up next. This one isn't not oldie, not super old, but like older
Grr.
than today. Uh, Dawn Richard, Second Line. It came out in 2021. And let me tell you something. I don't know what has been captivating me so much with this album, but I have been like in a bubble of it. Between this, Normani, and Earth, Wind, and Fire, I have been
Mhm.
in like a cycle of groove and grime and just dance and passion. Like Second Line is Dawn Richards is from New Orleans, and Second Line is an event in New Orleans. I don't know. I didn't look up anything about it because I didn't
Oh.
get that far. And you kind of get the experience of what it is through the album very clearly. Uh, and it's funny because my brain started going off. I said not Beyonce stole these ideas from Dawn Richard,
It's possible. It's
because
possible.
while she's the first song, she's like, I don't need no genre. I am the genre. I said, ooh, Harvey Carter don't make that face. And songs is transitioning into each other, or like there's 2 songs, kind of in one song. I said,
Not pure honey.
and it's when I say genre bending, like it's bounce house, R&B, like I don't know,
Genre.
a funny little concept. Like
Yes,
Linda,
they
leave me alone.
are.
Wait, speaking of Linda, why today at my job, right? This we had a vaccine clinic today. Sorry,
Mm.
this is very, very random. And you'll thank me
Yeah.
later because it's an interesting story. So I'm sitting there, person comes in to get a vaccine. If you don't know, we give away gift cards. These we had $25 Wawa gift cards for today, and I think Hoagie Fest just started, so it's a really good
Mhm.
kind of promotion. This person just comes in and she's puts her stuff down. I have seen her before at another event further from where I am. I don't know how she got all the way up here, but it was a little further. Um, and at that event, she whispers to me when she fills out paperwork. She said, "When you call the name, can you just flag me down? I don't want people knowing my name." I said, "Okay." Like,
Oh, who are
mind you,
you?
this is like a homeless population.
Mm.
Um, so I was like, "Okay, girl, like that's fine." That's the same place, not the same day, but the same place where
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got clocked.
Mhm, mhm.
We're not gonna get into that,
We
but
know what you
we know.
are.
Please. So then today And I recognize her, but she doesn't recognize me. But she doesn't know that I recognize her. So she fills out her thing, and I'm looking her up because I'm like, I know you just got a shot. Let me see when the last one was. I said, "What's your last name?" She says, "I'm make up a name, McFarland." I said, "No, I'm gonna say the name she gave me, McLeod." And I said, "With one C or two?" She said one. I said, "Okay." And then I said, "And your first name?" She said, "Linda." I said, "Okay." Put that in, and then she gave me her birthday. I put that in there. No patient found. This is not abnormal though. Like sometimes
But
the
wait, no, I can't
system.
believe she said I don't want people knowing my name, and then you just said her real first and last name.
Hold on. Um, then she says Linda McLeod, and I said, and it says error patient not found. But this happens quite often because New Jersey has a database. You could see who got vaccinated
Mm.
when or like anything. Was trying to look through that, and it didn't pop up. So I said, okay, I'm gonna just let her get it. Like it was a while ago, and that's fine. Like it just can't be within like the last 3 months. So it's been like over 6 at this point. Um, Probably a year. Honestly, it was hot last year. Like it
Oh
was
wow,
a
you
hot
remember her
day
from a
when
year
she got it.
ago.
Yeah,
Hmm.
because she told me to whisper her name. Even when I was telling my coworker this situation, she already knew who I was talking about, and
Yeah.
I didn't even get all the way to the whispering. She was like, "The girl who said for you to whisper." I said, "Yeah." She's like, "Oh, I know you." The child. I went to my coworker. I said, "Lydia McLeod, that's not that lady's name." I said, "And I know that's not her name because I asked her, was it one C or two? She told me one, but on her paperwork, she filled it out with two C's. She's in the midst. She's in the midst of making up whatever, and then she was a white woman. She was not. Um,
She wasn't white.
she was not a white
This
woman.
whole time I'm imagining a white woman. Let me
Based
remember
off the
this
Linda
face.
McLeod. It was not Linda
Yes.
McLeod.
Based off the energy.
But it's like, Mama, you know we have to put this paperwork in. Like, you're not helping me. And then she said, I don't want to put my address because I'm staying with a friend and that's private. And then on the paper, it literally says, staying with a friend, private. Girl, I can't do nothing with this.
It's giving secret shopper. This is just too much.
Like, what's the zip code at least? Like, I
Come
need
on.
something. I'm sorry. When you said Linda, I was like, no, I
Oh,
said
so you
Linda.
never got
My
her real
bad.
name?
No. She had left, and then that's why I was like, her name is not Linda McLeod. And the other girl was like, yeah, I know it's not because she said, and she was like, she said one C, but then on her paper she wrote two C's. Like she did the same thing, and
She
that's a
figured
whole
her
different
lie.
organization. I'm like, girl, she needs to tighten up because you can't be telling everybody it's one C, and then when we go to type it in, it's two.
Come on,
Then for me
Chanel.
to look
That's
up
just
the
too
two
much.
C's and it still didn't find it. I said, Linda, you're gonna have to lie to somebody else.
Jaden, I'm pissed that you just told us a story that did not have a happy ending.
No, it didn't. It didn't really have a
She
purpose.
didn't even get
Um,
vaccinated.
yes, she did.
So she got her shot without her name?
I don't care who you are. I need that paperwork filled out.
Oh, you said,
Ask
girl,
here.
write down Scooby Doo. It really don't matter.
I really don't. I don't care if you put down Jeepers Creepers. Get in that chair, get your vaccine, and get your $25 and get out of my face. Because you don't want me to start with you.
You really?
You really don't want me to get started.
I really don't want to have to go there because I really can take it there.
Mm-hmm. And there's
Anyway,
plenty to
because
talk about.
that's a mess. No, little, I'd imagine she's out here lying. And you know what? I'm actually still kind of going back and forth on even if I want to suggest this because it's like I'm not even convinced. But whatever. I'm gonna throw one out for a real one. Ariana Grande dropped the remix, if we can call it that. I would like to call it a cover of "The Boy
Mm-hmm.
Is Mine" featuring Brandy and Monica because, like, it's not a remix. Like, what has been
They're singing the
remixed?
words to the original one.
Girl, it's the exact same song. Ariana Grande. I'm pretty sure Ariana Grande wasn't even there.
Yeah.
I thought that after the Savage remix, the girls are going to remember what a remix was supposed to do and stop just throwing people on a one verse and calling it a remix. It was literally a cover,
I
but
feel like there
yeah,
was
I
a
know
whole
it's
extra
supposed to
part towards
be.
the end.
It might have been, but girl, it didn't give remix. It gave bridge. Like it didn't give like
This is true.
Like it wasn't any of that. Like it wasn't.
Like, where's the
I
new
should
beat?
know
Where's the
it's a
new
remix.
sample?
As soon as the song starts, you should know it's a remix.
Yeah, remix. Like, we need to hear
I mean,
some
say
type of thing to let
something.
me know.
Otherwise, I have to wait till I barely hear Brandy
Like,
whispering on the track.
why aren't y'all singing remix and harmony when it first starts
That
out?
would be good.
When it first starts, now
Why
that
aren't
would
you
eat.
guys riffing remix? And I know what y'all are thinking. Ain't you supposed to be suggesting this thing to us and you're dragging it for Phil? It's because I can be honest. And I was telling Jaden, the reason I've listened to this song probably 30 times is because I really want to hear Brandy. And I could only hear
Not
her
the
for the
other one.
first 10 seconds. I said who I said.
I know you said.
I know
Speaking
where to
of
find the other thing.
Brandy, we could find Brandy's vocals on Dopamine on a song called Insomnia. She's doing the background vocals on Insomnia, and it is
What?
insane. And Victoria Monet's pen is on it, so highly recommend.
They should have put that in the first 5. And Brandy does the best.
No, she's doing the. Especially if you hear like the ending. Girl, this is public knowledge. This is not new or news.
Well,
girl, you find out about the album. That's the next thing you hear. Like,
yeah, that's so
have
true.
you heard Normani's Dopamine? Brandy's on it.
Yes, that's so true. That's the promotion.
And she said this is one of the oldest songs she made for this. Like, Brandy.
Did she write her own music, Normani?
Like, she works with writers. Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Or sometimes songs are pitched, but yeah, if you want to hear more Brandy, especially doing like harmonies and backing vocals, go listen to Insomnia. It's honestly a great track.
So I'm gonna have to listen to Insomnia 36 times to get the amount of fix
the thing is,
of Brandy.
You're going to want to, because
okay.
I'm gonna be quiet. And this has been another episode of Child Please. You can listen to Child anyway, wherever you listen to your podcast.
That was so my line.
Ooh.
We drop new episodes every week. I mean, like, what the cuss?
Just keep going.
Like, share, girl, just mute your mic. Like, share, subscribe, rate and review. Listen to Normani's Dopamine, Kaylani's Crash, Made Us Endless Night, Dawn Richard's Second Line, Skip the Boy Is Mine cover, and then listen to it because I suggested it. Do not read.
I was about to say, and give that book back.
Just turn it in.
Don't be late. But don't be late.
Don't be late.
That fee, mama. You don't want it, because then the HVAC system will be down. The moment you need to get it there.
And see what happens to your skin.
Goodbye.
Bye.